Rio, 1950. First rule of time travel. Follow the noise. And in Brazil, everyone's already celebrating a trophy they haven't won. You don't get a ticket, you get a tram. Hang on to the side and pray. Health and safety hasn't been invented yet. 200,000 people. No roof, no seats, just a wall of concrete and white shirts. Biggest crowd football has ever seen. Listen to them. Every single one certain Brazil have already won it. 87%, the locals reckon. Bless them. Then Gazza scores for Uruguay, and the biggest crowd in history falls silent. They still call it the Maracanazo. Bern, 1954. It won't stop raining, and Hungary are the greatest team on earth. Unbeatable, they reckon. Remember that word. The pitch is a swamp and the boots weigh more than I do. Wet leather and 6 inches of mud. Lovely. Half-time's a stein the size of my head and a bratwurst. No Q-app, no contactless. Just a bloke and a barrel. Hungary are 2-0 up and cruising. The crowd think it's over. This is the bit where I know something they don't. Rahn scores, West Germany win 3-2, and they call it the Miracle of Bern, the unbeatable team beaten in the rain. Stockholm, 1958. Everything's clean, everyone's polite, and football is about to meet a 17-year-old who changes it forever. Half of Sweden can't get a ticket, so they're stood on the pavement, watching a telly in a shop window. First World Cup on the box. The crowd don't know what's coming, I do. His name's Pele, and he's 17, and he's about to ruin Sweden's afternoon. He flicks it over a defender, volleys it in, and cries. A 17-year-old just won the World Cup. Wembley, 1966. England against West Germany, the one final we ever actually won, and I'm stood here about to watch it happen. 10 bob to get in, that's about 50 pence, and they hand you a real paper ticket. No app, no QR code, no bloke scanning your phone. Half-time, a bovril and a meat pie with actual meat in it, about a shilling. Good luck getting that at a modern ground for under a tenner. 100,000 of them in here, all standing, and any second now, this lot completely lose the plot. Hurst, they think it's all over. It is now, 4-1, and nobody here ever stops talking about it. Quick breather, we've done the grainy black and white days. Now it goes colour, it goes loud, and one of these breaks my heart. Don't go anywhere. Mexico City, 1970. 2,000 metres up, 40 degrees, and the football's about to be the most beautiful ever played. Up here the sun is a weapon. Everyone's hiding under a sombrero, and I am dying in a hoodie. Rookie error. Street tacos outside the ground for about 10 pence. First World Cup in colour too, so even the food looks better. This crowd's watching the greatest team ever assembled, Brazil, and they're building to a goal people still show their grandkids. Pele rolls it, Carlos Alberto arrives like a train and buries it, the perfect goal from the perfect team. West Germany, 1974. The fashion is flares, the hair is enormous, and a Dutchman is about to break football's brain. I have never seen so many sideburns in my life. It's all collars and corduroy, even the hard lads look like folk singers. 2-litre steins and a bratwurst before kick-off. The Germans do half-time properly. I may not make the second half. The crowd are about to watch one man invent a move out of thin air. Total football, they'll call it. Watch his feet. Cruyff drops the shoulder, drags it behind his own standing leg and just glides away. The Cruyff turn. Defenders still haven't recovered. Barcelona, 1982. Tiny stadium, biggest game ever crammed into it. Italy versus Brazil at the little ground called Sarria. They've sold about twice as many tickets as there are spaces. I can't move my arms. This would close a modern ground instantly. Out here, it's all sangria, paella and sunshine. Brazil only need a draw. Spoiler, needing a draw against this Italy is a trap. Brazil are the romantics, the favourites, the party. And this crowd's about to watch a man called Rossi gate crash it. Rossi scores a hat-trick, Italy win 3-2, and the most beautiful Brazil side ever goes home. Football can be cruel. Mexico, 1986. Back at altitude, back in the heat, and about to watch the most outrageous 4 minutes in World Cup history. They invented the Mexican wave right here, so obviously I get caught not paying attention and miss my bit twice. Bootleg Maradona shirts on every corner, still warm from the printer. By 2, they fall apart by full time. Classic. This crowd's about to see the worst goal and the best goal ever scored. Same man, same game, 4 minutes apart. First, he punches it in and calls it the hand of God. Then he dribbles past the entire England team, cheek and genius. Turin, 1990. This is the summer football fell back in love with itself, and England somehow are in the semi-final. And the food? a proper Italian pizzeria, Maradona posters on the wall, the best pizza on the planet. This is peak Italian 90. Every kid in Europe is swapping these panini stickers. Got, need. I'd forgotten the smell of a fresh packet. England against West Germany. This crowd doesn't know it yet, but one yellow card is about to break a young lad's heart. Gascoigne gets booked, realises he'll miss the final, and the tears start. A whole nation falls for him in that one moment. New Jersey, 1994. America's hosting the World Cup and is not entirely sure what the World Cup is. This'll be fun. Foam fingers, hot dogs, cup holders, and an announcer calling it soccer. The aircon's incredible, mind. I'll give them that. Out in the car park, they're having a barbecue off the back of a truck. Half of them think there are quarters. Bless. Ireland are playing Italy, and the whole of New York seems to have turned green. This crowd's about to lose its mind. Ray Houghton lobs the keeper. Ireland beat Italy 1-0, and Giant Stadium turns into the best pub in the world. Berlin, 2006. Now we've got phones, sort of, and we're about to watch a legend end his career in the maddest way possible. Everyone's holding up little silver digital cameras, filming blurry nothing. This is the start of nobody actually watching the game. Out here they've invented the fan mall. 1 million people, one giant screen, an ocean of bratwurst. Genuinely brilliant idea. Final. Zidane, the greatest of his generation, last game before retirement. This crowd's expecting a fairy tale. They get something else. Materazzi says something, and Zidane just headbutts him in the chest. Red card, gone, done. The maddest goodbye in football. Lusail, 2022. Last stop, air-conditioned stadium, contactless everything, and a pint that costs more than my first car. 11 quid for a soft drink, and the beer's been banned anyway. Tap the card, sip the sadness. We've come a long way from that gutter in 1950. Look at this, a whole crowd watching the game through their own phones, including me. My battery, by the way, is on its last legs. This is it. Messi, the last great number 10, one trophy from finishing the story, the whole planet's holding its breath. Penalties, Argentina win it. Messi finally lifts the World Cup, and my phone dies on 2% right as he does. Worth it. Phone's finally dead, head's gone. 10 finals in a day, and I'd do it all again. Tell me which one I go back to properly, and hit subscribe. There's a lot more history where that came from. Join me next week as I travel back to the top 10 moments of the 1984-85 season.